Why do you think London has retained so much creative culture?
After all, it's the biggest city in Europe and more mixed races than any other place in Europe.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to the Wick, where we're here at the Hayward Gallery in London South Bank, checking out 21st Century Pictures, the landmark new exhibition from pioneering British artist duo Gilbert and George. This show brings together over 6 decades of work, curated by Rachel Thomas. Let's take a look inside.
They deal with subjects of sex, race, money, religion in a way that is joyful, in a way that is expansive, with colours, also with humour.
This exhibition surveys Gilbert and George's work over a 25-year period, exploring how they've become modern-day chroniclers of urban daily life.
You see the idea of collage, using it through digital technology, which for them it's really great to connect how that's done in pictures of the 21st century. What to me I find more interesting as well is the idea of mortality. So as they look back on their lives, we see the mortality dealing with humour. So it's almost like slapsticks. They're like falling asleep at the bench with these hallucinogenic colours behind, that they want to have a sense of playful. They're contrarians. They make fun, but they also want to connect on these bigger themes.
How have you been sort of witness to that artistic practice and collaboration?
I call it Friday's interrogation. So every Friday I go and visit them in the studio, which is like a lavatory, but it's also like a kind of church of Gilbert and George, because they're living sculptures. So each morning they put their suits on, their ties, and they have such a precise performance. But that performance has become living art.
As living sculptures, they've dedicated themselves as artists to creating emotional, provocative and uncensored work. And we've got to ask, I don't think we cannot ask, where are your suits from today? Because they're iconic.
When we started out as baby artists, we realised we didn't want to be weird like everybody else in the art world.
We didn't want to have brushes sticking out of our pockets.
They're in every work, both of them as partnerships, in humorous pieces, in headlines. I think they're showing us that we can connect back, that they are part of it, but they are almost, the performance becomes into the art. But then outside of the art, when you leave the galleries behind, they go home as Gilbert and George with their suits. So they're 24/7 Gilbert and George, which to me is that extreme performance where art and life merge.
Gilbert and George are known for their use of diverse and brilliant, vibrant colour. They'll often take quite dark topics, this one's called bedwetting, and inject it with vibrant, playful colour. They're playing here on traditional advertising and a time post-war when colour entered our lives with great energy and zest.
They collect and hoard everything. So these are all letters that come to them, but I love the way they're from diverse, like Tottenham, you've got Leighton Buzzard, you've got Gwent, and I really love the fact that underneath it you've got this hallucinogenic jewellery, and you've got 6 llamas, which are their humour playing.
Llama is such a beautiful creature, isn't it?
It's a llama's cool. It's unexpected.
Yes.
In all of Gilbert and George's works, they're looking at themes of the human condition, asking provocative, sometimes cheeky questions that many would not even dare to ask. So at a time when the art world is constantly looking to new, emerging and diverse voices, we see here such a focus and celebration on 2 artists who are both male, both older and white. Why do you think Gilbert and George remain so relevant and current in today's market?
They have shown all humanity, the cityscape of the East End of London, the changing arc of the last 25 years. So different restaurants, different people, the newspaper headlines, murder, death, life. They are like modern archaeologists. And there's that archaeology of digging into the human experience, joy, pain, life, death. It's always relevant. These are eternal themes.